This is big breaking news. A nationwide internet, phone, and TV outage has hit the United States, and this is from a massive cyber attack. And these cyber attacks are getting so extreme that even the National Guard is being called in for cyber attacks, all right? Because these are real attacks. We think of cyber attacks as in a abstract realm that doesn't really affect us. These are real attacks on real infrastructure, and they affect us in the real world. Nationwide phone and internet and TV outage right now. That means commerce is shut down. That means you can't get the news. That means you can't communicate. That means you can't pay your bills. Everything shuts down when the phone, the internet, and communications go down. And we are getting dry run for the big one. Klaus Schwab even warned, I made a video on it last week, of a black swan event. And all that is just a obscure event that changes everything. All right, a very rare event that could change everything. And he said it's coming very soon. And he was telling his little minions to be prepared. All right, get your countries prepared for the black swan, because we are going to implement it soon. And I have a very bad feeling that it could be a massive cyber attack where you are locked out of your phone directly, you are locked out of your banking, you are locked out of your debit card, you are locked out of everything. And it's a nationwide problem. We already keep seeing these massive cyber attacks over and over, and we could see the big one, or we could see even a EMP attack. All right, we've seen all these physical attacks on our infrastructure as well. So let's get into the details here of what's happening. So you can see here, Dish is reporting a nationwide outage for their phone, their internet, and their TV. And this is what the Dish.com website looks like right now. And this is from a massive cyber attack. You can see here, Dish network services remain offline today following suspected cyber attack. And it has been offline for days. People cannot access their phone or their internet or their TV, and they also cannot even pay their bills, access their portal. They can't even talk to customer support. People are just trying to talk to Dish on Twitter because even their IT and customer support is down. Everything is down right now. It is a company-wide ransomware lockout. And it's even more than just Dish. Even the US Marshals have been hit, and their forensic databases have been leaked. They've been hit with a massive cyber attack as well. We will get to that in just a second. But you can see here, this keeps happening. We had Verizon had their cables cut. They had a nationwide phone outage. This keeps happening, and we could see this start happening to your bank. All right, your bank could have a cyber attack. You could be locked out of your bank for days. This has been going on for 4 days now with Dish. And what happens if it's your bank? You can't access your debit card, your credit card, your accounts, or anything for days. The economy would panic, all right? Stock market would panic, and rightfully so. And this is a real threat that could be implemented at any time. And you can see here just some details. It is saying that the satellite television provider Dish continues to suffer a wide range of outages today after it was hit by a suspected cyber attack. And it says, we are experiencing a system issue that our teams are working hard to resolve. You can see that right here. They're working hard to resolve it. Their whole website is down. Everything is down through Dish. And this is not a good sign. All right, this is a dry run for a massive reset of the internet, of the grid. And that's what they want anyways. They want to reset the internet so they can implement a new internet, a new telecommunications system that they control, they manipulate, and they can censor as well. Let's get into these details of the National Guard getting hit too, because this is a national security risk, or the US Marshals getting hit. I'm sorry about that. You can see here that the National Guard was deployed in Oakland, though. That's why I was thinking National Guard. It was deployed in Oakland because they declared a state of emergency over a ransomware attack that happened a couple weeks ago. If you've been following my channel, you've heard me report on this multiple times. But now things are so bad in Oakland that they're saying, hey, we need the National Guard's IT sector to deploy to Oakland to help us get our systems back online. And even a whistleblower is saying that the monetary systems inside Oakland were hacked. All right, so potentially they got into the coffers, got in their bank accounts, however they store the money in the city of Oakland. They're saying that even potentially those systems were hacked. A whistleblower is saying that they were accessed, right? And that's why it's so serious that they need to call in the National Guard, because they've been dealing with this for weeks now. And just a few days ago, there was a massive power outage in Oakland as well, shutting down the Oakland airport. 50,000 people had their power out. All right, so something big is going on. This is a major city in California, one of the top 5 cities in California, and all their systems are offline right now. And even the US Marshals services have suffered a, quote, major security breach that compromises sensitive information. All right, so not even the government's safe. Nobody is safe from this. If the US Marshals are not safe from this, then you are 100% not safe from this. And society as a whole is just not safe from this either, because our infrastructure and our entities are now being hit with cyber attack after cyber attack. The biggest chip and semiconductor manufacturer in the world, Applied Materials out of Massachusetts, was hit with a massive cyber attack that's happening right now, and they're projected to lose $250 million this quarter from this cyber attack. Just in 3 months, $250 million, and they're the largest chip and semiconductor manufacturer in the world. A very big deal. And we're going to see more and more things go offline due to fires, physical attacks, and also attacks in the cyber realm. You can see here just some details. It says the U.S. Marshals Services suffered a security breach over a week ago that compromises sensitive information, multiple senior U.S. law enforcement officials said Monday. In a statement Monday, U.S. Marshals Service spokesperson Drew Wade acknowledged the breach, saying, quote, the affected systems contain law enforcement sensitive information, including returns from legal processes, administrative information, and personally identifiable information pertaining to subjects of the USMS investigations, third parties, and certain USMS employees. All right, so this is a major data leak and a major national security threat as well. Even our own government agencies are now being hit with cyber attack, and it is dangerous to have this information leaked and in the potentially the wrong hands, most likely the wrong hands. And what happens when we're already seeing local governments, city of Oakland, now we're seeing the federal government. What happens when the big one hits? All right, when all the systems go down, when the federal government itself is subject to a massive cyber attack or ransomware attack and is not able to operate. All right, our lives, everything has become so integrated with the government, with this giant, massive, bureaucratic government that has been created, this bloated entity that has been created, and we are so interdependent on it now, codependent with this entity, that if it goes offline, we're screwed. We're screwed, all right? And that's what they want anyways. They want to have a reset event. They want a reset scenario where the governments of the world all need to come together and form a world government. There needs to be a world government body. Even Klaus Schwab was warning of this black swan event at the World Government Summit. It would be perfect to cripple the United States government with a massive ransomware attack. And then, hey, who do we call? We need somebody. We need a world government to save us. We need a global governance body to protect us. All right, it's always problem, reaction, solution. We know what they want. We know what their agenda is, and we have to be looking out for these engineered problems that they create, like these cyber attacks, ransomware attacks. We have to be on the lookout for them because they are using them every single time. What is the phrase, never let a good crisis go to waste? They're using every single little crisis to inch further, incrementally get closer to their agenda of a world government system, all right, and to reset the internet, reset the electricity grid, and to implement carbon credits tracking and tracing. All right, so make sure you are getting prepared. Make sure you are getting out the cities. All right, this stuff is going to continue, and the more dependent you are on the cities on the grid, the more you're going to be affected when your city gets hit with a ransomware attack. Try to be as self-reliant as possible. Now, get yourself set up now. So when it does hit the fan, when these systems do go down in a real emergency, the emergency services don't work. Just like in Oakland, you can't even call emergency services in a real emergency. You can't use the emergency services, so you need to already be set up, be prepared for emergencies, be proactive instead of reactive, all right? So thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit that like, please hit that sub, please hit that bell if you want to get notified for videos. I'm posting 2 to 3 every single day. Go watch my video earlier today. There was a massive fire at a power plant in Florida. America is under attack, all right? Go watch that video right now. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you have a big old blessed day.